Hi guys, I'm Janice IT Great Tech, and this is Skinny Times, the official news magazine of CG, AC Tech, and SAP. Now we have with us Lavanya ma'am, a professor from the English department and one of the friendly professors I know. She is known for turning her education into a hands-on experience. It's a pleasure to have you with us today, ma'am.
Same here, Janice. I'm very excited to be with you. It's a very good time, and it's a pleasure to be with you, Janice.
Thank you. Ma'am, how did you transition from being a student to a professor, especially learning here in Anna University?
Yeah, right from my childhood, I had the desire to become an English professor or English teacher. Right from my childhood, I have a flair for English language. Then I've been motivated by my dad, who was also a professor. And then he inspired me a lot. To be very precise, I can say my affiliation with the British Council and Cambridge English exams brought in a rapid paradigm shift in teaching learning process. My desire is when a person is finding it difficult to talk in English, when students from a rural area or remote places, they feel so much of inhibition to communicate or to interact with people, I help them improve their maybe their speaking skills. There it all started, and then with the help of British Council and Cambridge English exams, they had an international benchmark called CEFR levels, that is Common European Framework of References. They have 6 levels of ability to assess the students, like A1, A2, B1, B2, and C1, C2. I've been examining right from A1 to C1, and this made all the difference, Janice. I started giving lots of coaching to students. The students who are with limited repertoire, they started maybe demonstrating maybe an extraordinary skill in this specific area. Then it was just a great pleasure to me.
Awesome, ma'am. That's really great.
Yeah, thank you.
So, where do you think English proves to be invaluable, especially for the upcoming engineers like us, apart from job interviews aside?
Yeah, people think that only for job interviews we use English. It's not like that. English is part and parcel of everyone's life. In all walks of life, we use English. Let me categorize into two, like personal life and professional life. We live in a cosmopolitan city where even with our neighbor, we cannot communicate in our regional language. All right, in such case, how can you use regional language in a professional or in a career? That's impossible. English plays a pivotal role in explaining yourself or interacting with your colleagues, sending mails across, putting across your ideas in the meetings, and then talking to people over the phone, convincing your customers. All these things are done only in English language. Thereby, I ardently feel that English is mandatory, or you can just say English is something which is required in all walks of life.
So, English is a part of our life that we can never get rid of.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should never get rid of it, isn't it?
Yes, it always helps you to scale greater heights, especially in your professional life. Getting a job is not only the main goal of anyone. When you get into the job, you should acquire various multiple skills. One of the main pivotal skills is nothing but English language. That's
Yes,
my
ma'am.
opinion.
Ma'am, what are the requirements for a person to acquire certification examinations like IELTS and TOEFL?
Yeah, that's a good question.
And
Janice.
it's your question, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah, of course. IELTS is International English Language Testing System, and TOEFL. These two exams are maybe we use this in order to work abroad. Actually, in an English-speaking country, if one wants to pursue their higher studies or work abroad, they need to have this international certification, maybe assessed by an accredited organization like IDP and British Council. This is something which is very necessary for the people who wanted to travel. There are almost 4 components, major components, that you need to focus on: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Reading and listening, anyone can prepare at home. Whereas, if you want to maybe excel in speaking and writing, and if you want to get a desired score in the exam, you need to get an expert's help in order to get good desired bands, and
An
this will
expert
always
like you?
help you. Thank you for acknowledging that.
Yes, ma'am. Guys, so if you need any help with acquiring certification examinations like IELTS and TOEFL, ma'am will be ready to help. She's really friendly, guys. So if you can
Certainly.
call her and ask anything you want.
Yeah, certainly. I'm always willing to help my students. Yeah.
Even if you're not studied under her, she doesn't really care about that because we are all CGNs and we are not university students, aren't we?
True, exactly. That's my forte. To help students is my forte, and for certain, I'll do it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. That's really great, actually. Ma'am, could you share with us one instant that is really fresh on your mind related to student interaction?
Yeah, there are innumerable such examples. I could maybe list out many things. I have, coached and trained many students. Right now, they are working abroad and studying abroad. I have I gave good coaching in IELTS as well as TOEFL and all many other international exams, certification exams. One specific incident is about a boy who comes from a remote area. He hailed from a rural area. He studied in government school. He wanted to get through interview, and then he was for 2 months. I gave him coaching. I asked him which is your interest. He said that he loves sports, and then I asked him to read sports column every day in the Hindu newspaper. Evening he reads the newspaper. Morning during the lunch break or morning 8 or 8:30 he comes over there to my cabin, and then he talks about it for 1 or 2 minutes. Maybe a couple of months after that, for my surprise, he got placed in IBM with good package of salary. That was I was immensely happy of that, and then it was a great pleasure for me to make him adept in the language where he could earn something. He could maybe become a breadwinner out of this.
That's wonderful, ma'am. Hence, that concludes all the questions I wanted to ask you. It was a wonderful interaction with you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. And thank you, Janice, Daniel, and Shivaguru for helping me. Thank you.